Hey, what's going on? This is always before you. Been a long time since I made a video. I want to show you one of my favorite airsoft guns. This is the WeTech 92 Beretta M9. Let's see here which one this is particularly. They put the M92. I don't have the box right here, but nothing fancy about the box. Actually, the inside was lined with a black cloth. It was a little bit of a bit better presentation. But anyway, let me show you this gun. I have it on. This is actually from HFC. They have some of these stands. Pretty nice for presentation. It's got the little post there. You just slide that into the magazine hole. And I like these a lot if you want to have them out, you know, showing them. Just kind of stands like that. It's a nice deal. So I just like to show you some close-ups of this gun. This gun has been around for some time in this finish and in this configuration, but it's just such a nicely made gun. It's so beautiful, and I just figured I'd give it a little bit of airtime here, just showing you how nice this finish is and how nice of a piece this is. They call it silver, and if you're interested in this gun and if you're doing your YouTube homework, you'll see some other videos. It's really not a silver, but likewise it's really not a chrome. The best description of it, I'd say, would be like a nickel finish, because you could see how reflective it is. But it's definitely not a chrome finish. It doesn't have that kind of reflection, and it certainly is not a matte silver type. But to me, it just comes together exceptionally well, and it's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Here's the magazine. I really like the magazines. They have the same finish on them, and because it's kind of like a glossed or like a polished type look, you're going to get a little bit of wear, say like right there, upon putting it into, and also right there, putting it into and taking it out of the gun. That's to be expected. But it's really nice. It's a nice smooth follower, or a nice smooth spring. The follower is plastic, so be careful. Don't let it fly up. The bottom has the Wii logo on it, and it's kind of loose, so you can almost just slide it in by weight. A little tap there. One thing I like about this gun is how smooth the trigger is. M9s have notoriously long trigger pulls, but what it lacks in length, it makes up for in being very, very smooth and crisp at the break. Not that it matters so much with an airsoft gun. In a real gun, that's what you're looking for, is a nice clean break where the trigger actually lets the hammer go. But it should almost surprise you. You shouldn't feel it, and it's exactly what you get in this gun. And it's interesting that it's an airsoft gun, whereas it's so smooth. It breaks right at the edge, but it's just totally linear and smooth. You don't even really feel any resistance. Maybe just a little bit here, and then it's just beautiful. I have other real firearms that don't have triggers that are nearly that nice. So this is really nice. The back post, you can see, is just metallic. There is a little notch right in the middle, and on an M9 that would be filled in with white. On the real M9 firearm, and in a lot of airsoft copies, they represent the sight, which is a stack sight. There's not a 3 dot, there's just a white line here and then the white in front. and you would just put white on top of white like so. Here you have the cutout for it, but they didn't put anything in there. And the front is a red dot. But for airsoft, I think it works just fine. The safety is the one problem on this gun, and I've seen other people have the same issue. Really can't engage it with one hand. It feels like you're grinding metal. It's very difficult to move. It feels like I'm grinding something just as I do this motion here, and that's where it kind of stops. I can't move it any further with one hand. It will engage, but I have to do it, put equal force on both sides. I actually have to do both fingers to push it down, and then it's smooth. And the same with releasing it. If I do both sides, I can disengage it. But if I try to do just one side, it just gets hung up. It just doesn't work well. I can't really, there we go. If I really force it, it will go. But it's not a good mechanism for one-handed activation. It really feels like I'm almost damaging something when I do it with one hand. So yeah, I don't really use it that much. I mean, I just plink around with these things. But if I am going to engage it, I use 2 fingers on this one. The barrel is threaded, and it comes with an orange tip which is threaded on. For the purposes of this video, I took it off. My disclaimer is, of course, under law, as far as I know, federal law as well as state law, you never want to be outside in public with that orange tip removed. I guess if you're on a playing field, I don't know, I don't actually skirmish or play airsoft, you know, official games, but for all those of us who just, you know, buy these and just kind of shoot cans or just, you know, mess around with them, you know, if I'm making a video, I could take that off. It gives it a real look of authenticity, it makes it look really nice. But outside, I'm going to put that back on, even if I'm in my own backyard. And that's pretty much it. Mag release is smooth. It's a drop-free mag. It just comes right out. Really nothing to show you on the takedown. There's a lot of videos there. You got a button here that you would hold, and then, well, I guess I could just show you real fast. You do that, you flip this, and then hold it and slide it off. Not much to show in here. It's very Spartan. Recoil spring, usual stuff. I do have an issue getting this one back on. If I try to put it on like this, it really never wants to go. For some reason, I have to hold it upside down. Otherwise it doesn't engage smoothly. Lock it in place. Flip back into place, release. And another thing, you can let the hammer down, and it's very nice and smooth, and you have an audible engagement point. So if I hold this back, pull the trigger, and let it down, you get that little click, and it's just very smooth. If you were to do it with a magazine in though, like this magazine does have gas in it, if I do that and then try to let it down, it will stop there. It won't actually go all the way in. And then upon dropping the magazine, it'll go all the way forward. I'll just show you a little bit of the recoil. Let's hold this, take a couple shots. Let's see what our best angle is going to be here. I guess like that. Okay, and now I'm going to show you a couple shots of it firing.